everyone, it's me, Anna Gaspy, and we are so excited to share this book with you. This is called Our Pets, and of course, Gaspy is my fur baby. He's my cat, so I wanted him to say hello. This is the perfect book to share. He's wanting down, so I'm going to let him down, but let me go ahead and get started with you guys because I think you're really going to enjoy this. This is a level A book, but it has some really important sight words in here that I want to review with you before we get started on the book. Okay, so let's go over just a couple of sight words before we get started on our book. The first one we're going to look at, and I know that you guys know this one, is the sight word I. The sight word I. And of course that's a letter too, but that is one of our sight words, and I will tell you, I know that you guys know this one, but I still wanted to go over it with you because it is in our book today. The next sight word that I wanted to go over with you is my. My. M-Y. So that's another sight word in our book. M-Y, my. And then we're also going to be looking at two other words today. And I know a lot of you know how to write these words. We're going to be looking at the sight word like and also the sight word love. And I wrote those here together. Okay, the first one, like, like, k, k. Hear that K? And then the one at the bottom, love, love. Hear the V at the end. And of course, they both have a silent E at the end as well. So those are our sight words for today. So I want you to be looking for those. And I know a lot of you already know these, but it's just a quick review. Before we get started, we're going to take a picture walk. Okay, let's look at the title page. And this little boy is holding a very special pet. It looks like a little bunny rabbit. Okay, and again, our title is Our Pets by Sean Finnegan. So I'm just going to show you the pages of the book first. And just like we do in class, we're just going to take a quiet picture walk and look at each page. So I just want you to take a minute and see what you think about the book before we get started reading it. Okay, we're going to go back to the beginning, and I'm going to have you read the book with me, okay? So we're going to read it together. Our Pets by Sean Finnegan. Our Pets. And look at this little guy right here. That is a guinea pig. Look how happy she is. I like my turtle. I like my rabbit. I like my parakeet. Now, I want to tell you something about this particular page. If you look, some of you might have been tempted, if you just looked at the picture, to say bird for this word, okay? Because a parakeet is a bird. But when you look at the word and you see that it starts with what letter? The letter P, parakeet. So we know that word cannot be bird, because bird, would start with a B, wouldn't it? Okay? So it's really important. That's how the words and the pictures work together to help you, because parakeet, that isn't one of our sight words, and that you may have not seen that word before. So you probably didn't know what that one was, but looking at the picture, okay, you might have been tempted to say bird instead of parakeet. But always look at that first letter to help you so that you can kind of figure out. That's a good reading strategy. So you can kind of figure out what that word is. Okay, use those pictures to help you. I like my guinea pig. I like my. Now, if you look at this word, cat, actually you spell cat, C-A-T. And I know a lot of you know that already. But if you look at this word, it has a K, which is also the K sound. But let's look at that picture, okay? That is a baby cat, which is a kitten. So that's why here we would say kitten, because we know that word can't be cat. It's not spelled C-A-T, cat, but it does start with a K. Kitten, tin. Okay? So try and sound out those words to figure out the words that you don't know. All right, let's look at the next page. And of course, you guys know that is my favorite, of course, because I'm very loyal to my Gatsby. So this is my favorite. The next one, I like my dog. I like my fish. And if you look at the two letters that fish ends with, S-H, we know make the sh sound. Remember we talked about that in class at school, so that's really important to remember. You don't always have to just look at the beginning of a word to know your sounds and to try and decode and figure out what a word is. Look for it at the end of the word too, or even in the middle. Look for those chunks to help you, okay? And then our last one, I love my goat. And here, this word is a little different. The one that we've been reading on all the pages was like, L-I-K-E. But this one is love, L-O-V-E. And I will tell you, when I talk about Gatsby, I usually use the word love. I don't necessarily use the word like, because I have very strong feelings for him, and he's my fur baby. So when I talk about Gatsby, I do use the words love to talk about him. All right, we're going to go back at the beginning of the book, and I want to talk to you for just a minute about what I'd like for you to do. So today, I want you, for your writing, to write about your favorite pet. And I want you to tell me why it's your favorite. Okay? I want you to really try and use the sight words that we went over that are in the book. Our sight words I, my, like, or love. Okay? And so just remember that you need to space between your words. and I want you to start with a capital letter. And if you're saying the name of your pet, like Gatsby, for his name, I would write an uppercase G for the first letter because that is his name. And when we're saying someone's name, because you're so special and people are so special, you always use a capital letter for that. So this is Gatsby's name with a capital G. So if your dog's name is Bella, you would make sure you use a capital B for that. And you can just write this down on any paper, and I'd love for you to share it with someone at home, and then I would absolutely love if you shared it with me. You can send it to me on Flipgrid, and or you can email it to me. Either way, I would absolutely love to see it. And I want you to practice reading this book. So you can go back in all this week and practice reading it over and over and over again. And also, you can use this when you're doing your writing, if you need to double check how to spell one of your sight words. You can also use your sight word sheet that's on my eClass page as well. So anyway, I am so proud of you, and I know you're going to do a great job with this, and I will talk with you soon. I'm going to be leaving some more lessons on my eClass page for you as well. So enjoy reading, and I miss y'all. Okay, talk to you later. Bye.